Dr. Casey D.
Dr. Casey Frieder. First of all, I'd like to say happy birthday to my lovely wife, Maureen. Kind of a cheesy gift this year, but it's all I can afford. So, it's an honor to stand here representing a truly wonderful group who've worked incredibly hard in the past 3 years, that's 4 years academically, to become doctors. We may look like a strange cult in our stylish caps and gowns, and in some ways that's true. For you have to be a little nuts to make it through a program like this. Everyone graduating today deserves a special recognition for their commitment, intelligence, and compassion. I believe we will always receive that recognition in the eyes of the patients we treat. On behalf of my class, I'd like to express infinite gratitude to all the family, friends, teachers, staff who facilitated this journey, providing us with the time, space, and support to grow into healers. Thanks especially to the spouses, partners, and children who weathered this storm by our sides. So, I've written a little story recounting my journey here at Western States, and I think you all can relate to it. It goes like this. An all-night drive through a snowstorm, white-knuckled, cats in the trunk crying. A child finally sleeping brings me to this place. A vibrant city and a school not quite within. The first week of class, big ideas, inspiring speech by the prez, and still, I have no idea what chiropractic is. Nonetheless, this sure beats work. Plenty of time to sit and relax. Free internet access, and my own student intern who is eager to crack my back. Then midterms arrive. Ouch. A number 2 pencil is all that protects me from Scantron, a wilderness of tiny bubbles. Turns out my mind is a little bit rusty. Sitting in class all day, every day, studying on weeknights? Really? I miss my old job. But before I know it, the first year is over. A journey through the body, from brain to bowel, literally, has humbled my class, uniting us into a dysfunctional but happy family. As a reward, we are given a black doc bag full of fancy tools with names I can't quite pronounce, like ophthalmotoscope. Year 2 begins. It's time to play with our tools. And still, I couldn't define chiropractic if my life depended on it. Unfortunately, it's beginning to seem like it might. Did I mention that my wife was pregnant with our second child? Another beautiful girl, born in the spring, 2 weeks before national board exams. That's right, folks. Joy and despair now govern my world like night and day. Tired yet? Always. My classmates laugh as I nap during class. Every class. Luckily, I'm joined by a nice Russian lad who also likes naps. Thanks, Tony. On to year 3, the main course arrives. A healthcare casserole, made from all that we've learned thus far. It's tasty, but with it comes a massive serving of responsibility that makes me sick to my stomach. My head spins with excitement and fear. How will I ever be able to alleviate the suffering of another human being? Or write a treatment plan that would hold up in court? And why is it so expensive to learn that I know nothing? My wife's been telling me that for free all along. I'm interrupted from my despair by an announcement on the clinic intercom. Casey Britter, your patient has arrived. Oh dear. I walk into the treatment room and my mind goes blank. The patient tells me her problems, then looks at me expectantly. Am I a good listener, or am I just frozen stiff? With a deep breath, I set to work with a series of completely irrelevant orthopedic tests. Next comes clumsy and unspecific palpation, followed by part of a cranial nerve exam. Always a must when the patient's chief complaint is mild foot pain. I awkwardly retreat into the hallway, making flurries of illegible chicken scratch in the chart as I seek out my supervising clinician. Miraculously, he gives me patient permission to treat. I want to advise him against it. But the treatment begins. I stretch, I massage, I adjust, I scratch my head as the patient sits up. How do you feel? Much better, thanks a lot. Wow, who would have thought? I fumbled around and it helped her a lot. The essence of chiropractic, I finally see. Attention and touch, a magical key. 4th year at last. That's right, people, it's a 4-year program. More patients arrive as I develop my stride. Some days I flounder, but some days I fly. It's a marathon now, and I long for the end. Studying? Forget it. Just give me the pen. 12-hour days are taking their toll as my daughters chant the mantra. When will Daddy come? One final week till my chains are unbound. It began with OSCE 2, and it ends here and now. The diagnosis is clear. Chronic, severe, academic fatigue, associated with extreme euphoria and complicated by a degree. Doctors of chiropractic. That's right, folks. I'm talking about we.